Hey, what's going on, guys? Hex coming back into the brand new video. In Black Clover, episode what? I can't remember. So, this episode actually was really important, I think, for what's about to transpire, of course, right? I mean, we saw this guy coming in the ED, and I'm not going to try to pronounce his name because I really don't know how to yet. Let me look at it so I can butcher it later on. For the sake of this video, we are not going to pronounce his name. His name is New Character. So, just before we really dive into this, I do want to say last episode I did not review because there wasn't too much content. The video would have been maybe 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes. So, but hopping into that really quickly here. So, looking at Asta, I think it's cool that he has found a way to somewhat, not master by no means, but bring out his demonic power. So now, what is he able to do with that is going to be a completely different story, depending on how we can actually channel it. You know, what's too much, what's too little, and those are things that we do got to look at when we look at Asta's character. What's too much and what's too little. So, moving on to Noelle's mother, though, really quickly here. I thought that was also a nice touch. I really did. I did think it was a nice touch. I enjoyed it quite a bit, looking at who Noelle's mom was, what she thought of her child that was Noelle that eventually took her life. You know, of course, indirectly, totally not Noelle's fault. And just seeing the message that was passed down from Fuji Leon's older sister, you know, just to Noelle. That's cool to see that message being passed down, basically. And it's not even a true message, but it's just, you know, a know of. You know, she was honest and knew what her mother felt, you know, Noelle's mom felt. The other ones, they probably know damn well how Noelle, you know, their mother feels about Noelle, but they're just being douchebags about it for whatever reason. I don't really know why. So, now hopping into this episode, new character, I don't know if he's a part of the Black Bulls. I'm not sure what squad he's actually a part of. I think he's a part of the Black Bulls when we look at the opening. But at the same time, we just found out that this is going to be a 3-man team. So we'll hop into that in a second. So I'm not really sure if that's just supposed to say, you know, he with Asta's supposed to just represents their team or not in the opening. I'm not really sure. So I think this character is just a big anti-hero at the end of the day. I don't think he's anything else other than an anti-hero. He's just someone that was on an expedition, probably because, one, he doesn't work well with others, so that you just use him as a solo mission. 2, he's definitely not a people person, clearly. So, I mean, look what he did to a vice president of the, was it Purple Orcas? Beat him one move. That's a vice president, man. I mean, I'm pretty sure that, that's one step away from being the captain, and he beat him in one move, and he beat him to the point to where, like, he's messed up. Like, he didn't just beat him, he knocked him out, and he bloodied him up everywhere. Like, I don't really know what else to say. He destroyed that guy, beat him to a pulp with one move. I wonder what that magic was. It's so fast we didn't even get a really look at it even. So, also looking at his character once again, just want to reiterate, I think he's just a giant anti-hero, but what percentage of anti to hero is he? I don't know. He went on an expedition, so by himself, clearly, so he's been gone for a while, and people don't even know who he is because he's been gone. So I would imagine that he's obviously he's not someone that works well with others, and maybe he's someone that actually hasn't saved anyone of his own free will. Maybe he's someone who will take down a villain, but he'll do it. He won't hurry there to save people's lives. Maybe he doesn't care about the people's lives, right? He doesn't care about civilians' lives. He's just there to put down an enemy. That's all he cares about. So he's someone who, yes, does he fight on the good side? Sure. But maybe he only does it because he wants to measure his power. Maybe he wants to do it to show his dominance, you know, show his superiority in terms of power. You know, maybe he's that kind of character. But moving on into the tournament in and of itself, I do love the format that it actually is 3-man teams, because when we look at that, it's going to allow characters to be brought out. It's going to allow characterization. It may even allow character development that we're not totally aware of. I mean, Mimosa could easily be a focus of this team. Asta, we don't need him to be a focus. We just need him to be kind of the axis that everything spins on, right? He's just the one that connects the dots. He's the middleman. So him doing a certain act or saying a certain thing may lead into our new character getting characterization for sure. I totally see that happening. Obviously, they wouldn't put such a focus if they weren't going to explain him a little bit eventually. Mimosa, we can definitely dive into her character now since she'll be a focus. We have 3 characters that are side characters, and we have 3 characters that they're going up against that we've never seen before in our lives. Same thing with Dino. He could get some characterization through this. Noelle could get some more characterization and development, more so than anything, development. But there's a lot of characters that can, Finn Roll and his brother, of course. Obviously, we see that in the opening. I love that it's not just 2 teams. I love that it's small teams of 3, because episodes will now be allowed to focus. The writing's allowing itself to focus on these characters, because there's only 6 characters on the screen in a battle with maybe a couple characters commentating on the sideline. But these are the ones that are getting screen time. These are the ones that are going to be, right in the fray, in conflict. They're going to be almost down and out, like, at certain times. And we're going to see what makes up the resolve. We're going to see what makes them truly a royal knight. or a Magic Knight, excuse me, not necessarily a Royal Knight, but we're going to see what makes the Magic Knights, why they chose the path they chose. I mean, that's what the good writing would be. So, yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to that. Obviously, they were in a hurry to get into this, even the writer, because the setup to this was fine. It was cool, right? The episode where they're showcasing the rankings and then announced that they're going to make a special team to fight with the either Midnight Sun, but the training arc wasn't anything special by no means. It's just one episode, so it wasn't. Wasn't even delving too deep. So, I mean, outside of Noelle getting a little bit of cool info about her mom, right, and us as the audience getting info dumps. So, other than that, though, guys, hope you guys did enjoy the video. Hopefully this arc goes by like it should. You have time to the author, mangaka. You had time for this arc to really, you set it up so you could really focus on characters that we have as side characters and we know a little about, but not damn near enough. So it's in your hands now. I hope this is a good arc. I've heard great things. I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Thanks for watching, guys.